bringing smiles to the world. We're hitting first base. Marty Lurie with friends. Home run, you know the ways and the trends, the stories all with the Mitch of the block. It's Marty and friends. Marty and friends.
Marty.
It's great to have you with us tonight as we get ready for Giants baseball here at Oracle Park. It's a gorgeous night for baseball. The Giants are home. They've got 6 more games to play. And as I've said many times, this homestand was in my back pocket. I was always counting on the Giants just breezing through the Cardinals and the Rockies and getting into the playoffs. The disastrous road trip of 2-5 has really made that virtually impossible. They're not dead yet, but they're close to being dead. Let's put it that way. So joining us, Eric, nice to have you from Giants Sports Talk Live.
Yes,
and
sir.
Rick Smith is with us as well. Guys, it's a beautiful night at the ballpark. Verlander pitching tonight. Last 25 innings, 1 run given up. And talking to Ron Wodas a little bit before the game, and to some of the other people too, it's the competitiveness of Verlander. To watch him compete game after game. It's not just winning games for him, although he loves to win the game. It's the way he plays baseball. So good to have him on the hill tonight. 25 innings, 1 run given up. Rick Brown says Jesus is in the dugout. Yes, Jesus Rodriguez, I'll let everybody know, is in the dugout. He's on the taxi squad. He has not been activated. I asked Melvin tonight, why not activate him? Let's see what he's got. He said, well, we have a guy here now, Kinsner, and they don't want to do anything with him, but they're going to work out Rodriguez a lot before the game and get a good view of what he can do. So, guys, it's a must game, obviously, for the Giants. They're still in this thing. They're home. The place is looking good. The Cardinals are here, and we've got baseball. Michael McGreevy going for the Cardinals. Giants lit him up big time, 9 hits, 6 runs in 4 innings in St. Louis, but he has pitched well for the Cardinals, and they got a decent bullpen. So we'll talk about the game itself, but let me get your thoughts on where they are now, Rick. Start us off. Let us know what you think.
Well, I mean, really, they're on life support. I mean, it would take a miracle. They'd have to win all the rest, and then the Reds and the Mets and Arizona have to lose all the rest. So I don't think it's possible, sure, but not likely. I think that the Dodgers series kind of illustrated even more so what the problem is with the Giants. I mean, their pitching, I think, is exhausted. Both the bullpen and the starting pitching, but they got to have players that manufacture runs. I mean, they got Devers and they got Chapman and they got Adames. They're all the same player, Hit a lot of home runs and some home runs, strike out a lot, but there's no situational hitting, nothing, unless they get players like that. Maybe Gilbert's one of them. But unless they get another one or 2 more and maybe trade Ramos, they're going to be stuck in this another year. So they got to make some changes. I think that's the way to go myself.
Yeah, well, they will. Eric, you've been on the air every night, and you know that with Dan, talking to him and Glenn when they do their shows. This is a ball club. There have to be some changes next year. It's obvious. Jung-Ho Lee is not in there tonight. Gilbert is in center. Bob Melvin says just a day off for Jung-Ho Lee, but I think they wanted to get Encarnacion's bat in there tonight. He's in right field tonight, and the kid is DHing tonight. I know someone's complaining that they want to see the kid at first base.
Wants to see him at first base, senior.
Yeah. 1 for 15 for Eldridge. He did play 1 game at first base, but 8 or 9 of the balls he's hit have been over 99 miles an hour. So it'll be fun to see him in this park tonight. I know the fans will respond. But let me follow up on what Rick said a little bit, Eric and Rick. Here's the lineup, and I'll give you what they are hitting-wise over, the last 10 or 12 games, whatever. Ramos leads off in left, 7 for 54.
Oh.
Devers at first, 7 for 55. Adames at short, 6 for 37. Chapman at third, 2 for 28. Eldridge, the DH, 1 for 15. Casey Schmidt, 3 for 26 at second. Bailey, the big hitter, believe it or not, 9 for 41. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got 10 RBIs here in his last 15 games. Encarnacion, this is a 7-8 hitter, 6 for 19. And Drew Gilbert is 6 for 42 and 18 for 88. So, guys, when you talk about scoring and getting running and doing some hitting, Eric, this is what you got.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago was a little bit different. You're seeing a lot more hits in those at bats, but they did over this last week and a half. It's just drawn up in Arizona. You thought you would be able to hit a little bit in Arizona, right? It's a hitter friendly ballpark. You would think that, hey, the Giants are going to be able to do something here. Dodgers was going to be tough, but usually you could hit in Dodger Stadium. And again, if you're not hitting and scoring runs, and on top of that, Rick, you were talking about it, the pitching. We're in September, and I think we're seeing a lot of these guys starting to break down a little bit, especially in the bullpen. So when you're giving up a bunch of runs and not to be able to score enough, it's a recipe for disaster. And that's why they went 2-5 on this road trip. They just could not capitalize on some good pitching and timely hitting.
Yeah, and I like Chapman and I think Devers can hit, but they got to make some changes. They're going to end up in the same exact situation next year unless they do. But I just wonder if they're well, they got to be willing to do it, but they got to have at least 2 additional players that can manufacture runs. They can have a better situational hitting process than these guys. I mean, it's the same thing every game. With 2 strikes, they're not swinging to put the ball in play. They're swinging to hit a home run. It doesn't work for them all year long. They get 25. Devers has 32 home runs, right? 31, 32. You got to hit 50 to hit like that. You got to be like Judge or Ohtani to hit like that to make a difference on the team. So, look, Posey's, he gets it. Melvin gets it. They got to have a major change on the team, or else we're going to have the same situation next year.
Yeah, we got Dan Love Chapman. Put that one up, Eric. They've already spent money. If they don't get upgrades, it's just wasting all the potentials. Yeah, I think they got to do something at second base.
Yeah,
you need an instinctive second baseman, and the outfield, you got to figure out what to do. I mean, Ramos, 7 for 54, 256, 18 homers, 62 RBIs. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. You can kind of live with that, but his defense kills you in left field over the course of a season. Devers, overall, 251, but, as a Giant in the 230 range. Adames, 226. To go to Rick's point, Chapman, 232. Schmidt, 233. Bailey, 219. So that's what you did. Gilbert, 205. You're dealing with those kind of hitters all the time. You need contact hitters.
Right.
What you need.
And it's not a coincidence that when the Giants lost Dominic Smith, he was kind of the stir that was stirring the drink, so to speak, because the guy was something. His at-bats, Marty, me and you talked about him a bunch of times, talking about the left-handed Wilmer Flores. He gave you a good at-bat. His defense is great. And as soon as he went down, it's amazing. That one guy was, because he was batting sometimes he was batting cleanup. A lot of times he was batting fifth. And that was a key cog in the why the Giants were having so much success in that big run.
Yeah, well, somebody said it on the comments tonight. You got to break up all the strikeouts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, when Dominic Smith was in there, he broke it up, so you didn't have to hit Chapman fourth. You could hit Smith fourth, but that's not going anywhere. Dominic Smith isn't. Ryan, I guess, said that.
Yeah, it was Ryan.
Dominic Smith isn't going to win a pennant for you. So let's see what Eldridge does. Take a good look at him this week and see what he does this week. I think that's important. Guys, what do you think about Verlander? Let's forget about the offense for a second. It is what it is. We've kicked this Verlander thing around a lot. 25 innings, 1 run. Before you know it, he's gone 6 and hasn't given up any runs, just like that. I've said absolutely don't bring him back. I changed it to don't bring him back. Am I going to change it to bring him back? I mean, really.
I'll tell you, I'm with you. I changed my mind 3 times. I'd bring him back. I don't care how old he is. He knows what he's doing out there. He's still got good stuff. Hell of a competitor. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher. But he's a great example for the other pitchers. Just him and Webb, for that matter. But he's not running out of gas. How's he not running out of gas? He's 42, but he looks terrific right now.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's like Nolan Ryan. He's a freak.
Yeah.
Yep. He just is capable to do it, and I like the way he works. And I said it last week when I did the pregame from Arizona. The guy sits in that room with the headset on, looking at tape. And Dave Greshner, the trainer, told me tonight, said, look, this guy comes out of a game. He wants to win the game.
Yeah.
The idea that Verlander has in his mind is, I want this team to win the game. Yeah, I like the wins, I do. But we're here to win games. And that's the way he believes. And that's why he's a Hall of Famer.
Wow. And, maybe that's something Buster Posey desires to have. I mean, the guy, and that's one thing you see him even between starts. He's always up on the top rail. He's always talking to guys. It doesn't look like he's a recluse or nothing. He's out there, passing on whatever knowledge that he may have. And Marty, to your point, when they signed him, I'm like, oh my God, after the All-Star break, he's going to be nothing. I thought the exact opposite, considering, I thought he would, expend all of his energy, so to speak, in the beginning. And then by the time you get to the end of the season, that it's just going to go by the wayside. But he's gotten back. He's probably one of the best pitchers in all of the MLB after the All-Star break. I mean, he is just, and his stuff isn't diminishing. He's still throwing 95, and sometimes he bumps it up even a little bit more. I mean, he's not getting the strikeouts. He's pitching a little bit more to contact, but he's getting it done. I'm not. When I see that it's a Verlander start, I feel pretty good about the team's chances there.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's take a break. We'll come back and give you the Cardinal lineup. It's a little different this time, and there's a big favorite playing third base tonight. Big favorite, Rick. He's here. I was almost going to try to get him on the show for you tonight, but we'll give you the Cardinal lineup. He's in there, batting fourth, and we'll talk about.
He's 52 years old, Marty. 52 years old. You finally won a $5 bet from me on.
By the way, we'll talk. It's funny. Russ Stanley wants to come to our lunch on Monday.
Wow.
He wants to come. He wants to see this, how we settle up after a year's long with our crazy bets that we make. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more.
Hey fans, Gene Bagato checked in from Bodega Bay, and he told me that with the coming arrival of fall, they're expecting some of the best weather of the year up on the Sonoma coast. And what better way to enjoy such a fabulous climate than a trip to the Tides Wharf? At the restaurant, a varied menu awaits guests, offering such classics as New England clam chowder and house smoked salmon and fried calamari to fresh seafood salads. I love it. Pastas and grilled fish. If the beach is your destination, the fish market offers whatever food and beverages one needs for a picnic. While across the Great Hall, the gift shop has not only stylish beachwear, but the perfect souvenirs to take home. And if you're looking for an extended stay, just across Highway 1, the Inn at the Tides with its large, comfortable rooms and heated pool is waiting for you. Wow. So if you're looking for the perfect fall getaway not far from the Bay Area, look no further than the Tides Wharf and the Inn at the Tides in scenic Bodega Bay. Hello again, Marty Lurie here to talk about my good friends at Georgie Brothers, the largest family-owned furniture store in the entire Bay Area. Right now and good through October 27th. Now listen to this. You can save 10% on all qualifying stressless sofas recliners, chair, and ottoman sets, sectionals, as well as accessories in the Stressless line. I love this line of furniture. Also, there's a $400 savings on all power recliners. How about that? This is absolutely one of the best Stressless sales offered all year. You can literally save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. I own Stressless furniture, and I can tell you it's the most comfortable place to sit in my home. Visit them at GeorgieBrothers.com. That's GIORGIBROS.com. Or even better, stop by their 50,000 square foot showroom in South San Francisco.
All right, good to be back with you. By the way, the movie, the baseball mensch, the Marty Lurie story, and it's really been terrific and good reviews. Rick, you've seen it. We're going to have a screening open to the public. Everybody can come this Saturday night at the Vogue Theater in San Francisco at 7 o'clock. So it's September 27th, 7 p.m. at the Vogue Theater. Tickets are $15, and all the proceeds go to the Vogue Theater for independent theaters. We support that. Now, if you want to get a ticket to come, and we'd love to have you out there, there's going to be a lot of people there. Ron Wotus and I will be there. Some of the training staff from the Giants will be there. A lot of people that you see will be there. Go to Vogue Movies, VOGU. That's all right. That's my email. If you want to email me information, please do. But if you go to VogueMovies.com, and then you go up in the right-hand corner and hit tickets, you go down to September 27th at 7 p.m. You can buy a ticket there. But our last showing, the premiere, sold out. So if you want to come to see it, it's this Saturday, September 27th, 7 p.m. at the Vogue Theater in San Francisco. That's Presidio in Sacramento. Eric, you're going to be there.
I'll be there. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Looking forward to it. Ryan's going to be there as well. Yeah, it's going to be good times.
Yeah, good. Tony Salvador will be there, and Bob Bushyhead. I like it. All right, this is good. All right. Let's put Verlander to sleep here for a second. Do we bring him back or not bring him back? Where are you, Eric?
Bring him back. Number 5. Bring him back as a 5.
You did bring him back?
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan pitched when he was 47. 47. Still throwing hard. It's just that I think that, and look, I changed my mind 3 times now this year about Verlander. But, boy, he looks like a professional pitcher out there. I mean, really, I'd rather have him than Snell right now. I remember when Snell quit the team last year?
Yeah.
Verlander's pitching. I mean, he's a competitor. I like.
All right. I think they'll consider it. And the question, I think Lou Marston or someone said, does he want to be here?
Yeah, that's
another question. I thought when he saw the Dodger celebration for Kershaw, he probably said to himself, I wouldn't mind being here. It's pitched down in L.A. So
yeah.
But Rick, you pointed it out. Where would he fit in the rotation? They don't really have room for him.
You mean for next year?
Yeah, I mean the Dodgers.
Yeah, there would be no
Dodgers.
room.
No, there's no room for him. No room for him.
There is room for him in San Francisco. And look, Buster Posey went out there and got him. So maybe that holds a little bit of weight. It's like if no one else was willing to pay, but Buster did, maybe that weighs in the favor of the Giants.
Yeah, change the team. I think same team. He might take a pass on it. He might take a pass on it. They're going to change the team. They got to.
Why wouldn't you want to pitch in this park though? I mean, at his age,
it's great.
Right. Where's you want to go to a bandbox somewhere and have real trouble? Plus he's established here. The fan base likes him.
Yeah.
So
who would have thought? Who would have thought in June we were actually having this conversation about bringing him back?
Yeah.
Really, nobody was.
Nobody was.
I think he's thrown close to 140 innings, maybe.
Let me take a look.
Marty, you and I talked about 15 starts.
149 innings, I think he's.
Wow.
We talked. I think Eric too. We talked about when the season started. We thought if we got 15, Giants got 15 starts from him, it would be a good year. Hasn't he pitched? Hasn't he started 25 games?
Well, I'll tell you, I got the game notes right here.
Well, let us know, Marty.
25,
26. taking you a long time, Marty, to get them up with.
He's pitched a lot. Let's put it that way.
I'm looking for more than that from you, Marty.
Lou Marston chimes in. He goes, Eric, Giants need a whole new bullpen. They need a lot. Why would Verlander want to come back to that? That's a good point. Lou makes a good point because you're going to have to entice him with some better players, right? You can give him the money. Don't get me wrong. Money's going to talk, but you also get, if he's as serious as we're talking about winning, which it sounds like he does, Buster Posey's going to have to go do some work. And the Giants, they got some money available.
27, Rick.
27. I mean, including.
This is 28. I think this is start 28 for him.
That's pretty good. And he only pitch 33. Right? How many has Webb had? Webb's probably had 30, hadn't he?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because his start this week will put him over 200.
Yeah.
200
yeah.
Boy, that's pretty impressive.
Cardinal lineup is a little different. These guys, I like the lefties. Donovan is in there at second. Herrera is the DH. Burleson is at first. This is another lefty. Then you got your boy Arenado playing third, Rick.
Thank you, Marty. I'll be watching.
Newtbar's in left. Sagase is at short. The shortstop's hurt. Win. Pajes is the catcher. Jordan Walker hits all the ground balls, is in right. And Victor Scott is in center. They don't run a lot either. The leading base stealer is Herrera. He's got 8 for the Cardinals. What do you think about this this week of ball, though? Are you still watching the other teams? Are you guys?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker.
Yeah,
I do. Cincinnati's making a run. The Mets seem intent losing. I don't know if they lose. Even Rogers lost the game for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what they're doing.
The Mets are.
Soto has had a hell of a year in spite of his nickname in New York. He's had a hell of a year.
I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy, but I am crazy. Look, they go 6-0 here, which is not impossible. They got Verlander, Webb, and Ray against the Cardinals. And you got Sonny Gray in here and Galante, guys who, can give it up.
Yeah, but Marty, what about the other teams that are in the race?
Look what's left. I mean, the Diamondbacks have 3 with the Dodgers and 3 with San Diego.
Right.
The Reds have 3 with Pittsburgh, so Skeens is in there. Pittsburgh is all of a sudden winning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 at Milwaukee. They'll probably be resting everybody. The Mets have 3 at the Cubs. The Cubs just lost 4 straight. They're pissed off.
Yeah.
And then 3 at Miami, and Miami's won like 8 in a row.
Mm.
I know.
I tell you, until they put that X next to the Giants' name, I'm not giving up.
All right. Well, I'm not giving up.
I like it.
I'm taking my winnings off the table. I'm keeping it.
All right, I'll give you a shot of the park here.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. What a beautiful day at the park. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Wednesday. That's my last game of the year.
Are you going Wednesday?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll be out there.
Where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting with Lou. Lou said the Giants only won yesterday because the young guys, veterans, didn't show up. This road trip, nobody showed up. No, striking. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Hold on. There's one. I'm going to go. Lou has been gracious enough to allow us sit in his seats right here. It says Giants are going against the St. Louis Cardinals young stud tonight. Yeah. Don't look ahead. Marty and Eric, looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. So there you go. I'll be sitting down there right next to the dugout on the far end of the dugout. So it's
got the Willie Mack Award is this week too.
That's right.
Which dugout? First base or third base?
Third base, the Giants dugout on the far side. So we'll be right there at the front. We'll have to meet up.
I'm on the other side. I'm on the first base side.
All right.
What section are you in, Rick?
108.
108. Okay.
Row on.
What do you think about the Willie Mack Award?
It's going to be Adames.
Willie Adames.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
Willie.
No question about that.
No.
So when you all in all, did you learn enough about the team this year to go into the off season and know what you have to do?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think we did learn, right?
Yes.
You know what? Devers is here, Adamas is here, Chapman is here, Jung Ho Lee is in the outfield somewhere. Eldridge, I think, is going to be here.
hmm
This Rodriguez has a shot to make the team, I think. Maybe not to knock Bailey out. I think Bailey saved his job, frankly.
Yeah, maybe his September might have helped, and August too, probably to a degree.
I think,
He's had a good couple of months.
You see that Harrison pitched for Boston the other day and pitched a great game?
Had a good game. Had a good outing. Yeah.
What was his injury? What happened to him?
Nothing. They just sent him to the minor leagues to Worcester to work on slurve, a curve, and change his grip and do all that kind of stuff. And he came back and had a good game for the Red Sox.
Good for him. Good for the kid.
To see that. All right, let's take one more break, Eric, and then we'll come back.
Sure.
I want to get you guys, since this is our pregame, what you think is going to happen tonight. Let's get a thought about tonight. Where you think this one's going to go tonight?
Okay.
As the music is starting. This is a ballpark in 2025.
Yep.
You got to scream. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
It's fall at River Islands and Lathrop, and the schools are back in session. There are 3 top-rated K through 8th grade academies within the community, and construction just started on Academy number 4. How about that? River Islands High School students are busy in the classroom and on the sports fields of their amazing new campus. Elsewhere in Northern California's most successful lifestyle community, they're putting the final touches on another park. This one with a playground, workout areas, tennis, a splash pad, and a picnic area. The fall weather is still perfect for launching a kayak or a paddleboard. Well, and I love that. Off your own deck and heading over to the Boathouse restaurant for lunch or dinner. More than 4,000 households have already made the move to River Islands. Today, with 15 neighborhoods priced from $600,000 to over $1 million, there's more variety in home styles and sizes than ever before. In fact, the only thing missing at River Islands is you. Start your tour at riverislands.com. Isn't it time for you to discover the islands? It sure was for me. Fans, joining us is Grant Power, President and CEO of Nations. Grant, last year we talked about the amazing breakfast at Nations. I'm going to ask you this. What's your favorite lunch?
You know, I'm pretty split. I guess I'm kind of like a pitcher who has 2 favorite pitches they like leaning on. I'd say half the time I do the hamburger and half the time I do the wild salmon burger. It really depends on which protein you want. We love our beef supplier in Northern California. We've been with them for decades. We test our beef all the time. We sell ocean caught wild salmon. Friends don't let friends eat farm salmon. It's absolutely delicious. You know, to mix it up, I guess it's like a pitcher who has a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer, or maybe a 4-seamer and a cutter. I actually go grilled onions on my hamburger half the time and raw onions the other half. Today at lunch, I got the French fries, but half the time I get the onion rings, and I had a wonderful slice of pecan pie. There's something for everybody, whether you like hot dogs or grilled cheese. It's really up to the individual what mood they're in, but my go-to is either the beef with the hamburger or the wild salmon, which is absolutely delicious.
Wow, I love it. Grant Power, President, CEO of Nations. Grant, thanks so much.
Pleasure being on.
All right. We got baseball tonight. Rick, what do you see tonight?
You know, you talk about a franchise that's going south, the Cardinals. You know, their fan base is upset. They don't draw as much as they used to. I guess, you know, your thought about this miracle finish, it's not really out of the question. St. Louis and the Rockies, it's just that it might not be enough, Marty. That's where they are. I mean, they've been so poor in the last 2 weeks that even 6 in a row at the end might not be enough.
May not. But that would be something else if it went down to the weekend, I'll tell you that.
It would.
Well, they got to start tonight with Verlander. I mean, you got to get this one tonight. Some of the stats, 149 opponents average. This is in his last 25 innings. This is 28th start, Rick. It's official. .092 whip and 23 strikeouts over the 4 starts.
Wow.
So they got to get it done tonight. What do you see tonight, Eric?
Yeah, and the Giants, they took care of McGreevy in St. Louis.
They hit him
right, they hit him pretty good. I think Adames and Devers went deep on him. So, yeah, let's see some more of that. If they want to finish the season strong, come on, let's go out there and go win a damn game. I'm tired of seeing the losing, and I got a feeling they're probably tired of losing as well. So go out there and let's put some good at bats against McGreevy. And look, and the thing is, the Giants, they had some pretty good at bats against the Dodgers series. They just couldn't get that big hit.
It's the story of the year.
Yeah.
They're 1 hit away every game. That's the story.
They're that close.
But they're not.
You sound like Maxwell Smart.
They weren't a home run hit away all year. They couldn't move the runners. Just could not do it.
No, and that's, you got to have a different hitting philosophy, and you got to look. You got to choke up. You got to hit the ball. Koss does it. He looks to hit it. He's not going to hit it out if he pulls it. So he looks to right field. You got to be able to do that. And Rick, you started the show off by saying it. They got 4 or 5 guys in a row that look to strike with a big hit, and then they end up striking out. Is what happens. They don't do any damage. So that's the biggest thing for me. Ramos has 39 multi-hit games. The last Giant to record 40 was Buster Posey, 47. The last outfielder to do it was Denard Span.
Wow.
In 2016. So, Ramos, he does start. He gets a couple of hits. He's going to be up 600 times. He's going to be up 600 times.
Yeah, you could get somebody for Ramos, though. He's not a very good outfielder at all.
No.
Yeah. I just don't see it.
Watch more of Gilbert.
Yeah.
See where Gilbert's at. See if they trust him going into next year. But I think we've learned a lot. I think Posey's learned a lot. So, all right.
And Marty, to your point, you were talking about Jung Hoo Lee. He's been out of quite a few games ever since the All-Star break. I've noticed that he's been out of the lineup a little bit more often. They were playing him almost every day prior to the All-Star, and maybe they just want to take a bigger look at Gilbert. He plays a great center field, by the way.
His back may hurt. Look, this is a guy. He's from Korea. He's never gone through a season like this. He may be worn down.
Yeah, I still like.
Do you like him? Do you like Jung Hoo Lee as a center fielder?
I do. I don't know about center field. He could play left or right. I like him. I think he's going to get better. He does go the other way. No, I think that he's worth there. I do. I really do.
And another thing, I'll tell you about Eldridge real quick. The guy's not overmatched. You see him get in there. He's 20 years old, and he goes up there and he does not look overmatched. And I think that's a bright spot for the Giants going ahead.
I'd like to see him play more first base.
Yeah. So would I. I just hate to see a kid. I hate to see a kid play, be a DH at that age, 20, 21 years old. It's something. Maybe it's no big deal, but I don't like it. Do you think on Fan Appreciation Day, Melvin will play Wilmer so the fans show their appreciation for Wilmer? You think that'll happen?
No.
It's gonna happen. It will happen.
Let me tell you, Wilmer's a valuable piece of the bench.
He is.
He is.
He's not
he
playing.
is. He's a bullet. You got to use him. You got to use Wilmer strategically at the right moment, because you want his bat at the end of the game. If this was 30 years ago and they carried a bench guy, the Dusty Rhodes, Jerry Lynch, Jerry Hairston, Eric Young, those extra guys, Lenny Harris. If this was 25, 30 years ago, Wilmer is still playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Think anybody will sign Wilmer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he'll get a shot somewhere.
Play him. He'll play Sunday.
A good chance. Look, they may be playing for something Sunday, so we'll see. All right. Well, that's our show. We'll say goodbye. And Eric, you can play the last two spots, and then we'll have Ruby sing her song.
Okay.
And we'll do another pregame this week. We'll do something.
All right, Marty.
Let's see what happens tonight. Giants and Cardinals coming up from Oracle. Verlander tonight as he goes against McGreevy in a game the Giants have to win.
Yes.
They have to win. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rick.
All right, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Take care, Rick.
Fans,
All right, boys.
Bridge Bank
Thanks, Rick.
delivers their clients full relationship banking, including treasury management solutions and global market services. Bridge Bank offers financing solutions to businesses for their working capital, equipment, and real estate needs. This is very important in today's world. Fred Voss is the Senior Managing Director of Bridge Bank's commercial lending efforts in Northern California. He has commercial banking teams in San Jose with Jesse Garcia, San Francisco, Oakland, Cheadle, Cordova, and in Pleasanton. Bridge Bank, it's like banking at home. I can't say enough about it. It's been a pleasure working with Rick Robin this year. Rick Robin, ROBBEN, NapaConstruction.com. Rick, the last time you were on with us, you told us about kitchen and bath remodeling, but there's a lot more going on up in your area.
Yes, there is. ADUs, auxiliary dwelling units, which are nose to grain units. We can do your existing garage, attached garage, even building a new unit in the back. And so what we do is come out, bring our architect out there. Such a great thing. No sewer hookup fees, no water hookup fees. So that's what we do.
Rick, how does one start the process with you? How does one get in touch with you?
Oh, you call Tammy, 707-332-7575, 7 days a week.
Rick Robin, ConstructionNapa.com. Rick, the thing I like about this, no problem for me. You come out with the plans, the permits, everything is in-house, no fees, and you get a new unit that you can rent out and get money back on your investment right away. I like it, Rick.
Thanks, Marty. Love talking to you.
Rick Robin, ConstructionNapa.com.
Thank you kindly. Enjoy the next week. We've got a whole bunch of baseball to speak on here at Marty